Being an FBI agent is dangerous enough, but imagine going undercover inside the mafia. Joe Pistone didn't just infiltrate the mob, he became part of it. Known to gangsters as Donnie Brasco, Pistone's bold journey into New York's criminal underworld provided the FBI with incredible insights, changing the fight against organized crime forever. Among federal agents, he was Joe Pistone. To the mafia, he was Donnie Brasco, a jewel thief whose convincing persona allowed him to penetrate even the deepest mafia circles. This is the incredible story of how determination, improvisation, and courage allowed one man to infiltrate New York's most influential mafia families. Joe Pistone was fearless, recognizing no obstacles in his path. His undercover work was so effective he provided law enforcement with critical details about mafia operations, planned crimes, and internal structures. Donnie Brasco appeared suddenly in New York, a stranger who gradually built connections in the Italian-American underworld, gathering vital information while gaining trust. Initially planned as a short-term assignment, Pistone's undercover role evolved into a lengthy operation, unique enough to become legendary. Nobody anticipated that his deep cover would turn into a goldmine for the FBI. The intelligence gathered offered an unprecedented glimpse into mafia life, revealing structures and operations not just in New York, but across America. This resulted in over 100 federal convictions and shattered the mafia's veil of mystery. In this video, we'll explore how the FBI executed one of its most extraordinary operations, Operation Donnie Brasco. We'll delve into how an FBI agent transformed into a petty criminal, gained trust among mob bosses, and examine the profound effects this operation had on both gangsters and law enforcement. Italian crime groups, eventually evolving into the Italian-American Mafia, first appeared in the U.S. with a clear goal: expand their influence into transnational criminal enterprises. Migration laid the foundation, with New York becoming the epicenter of opportunities both legal and illegal. The city was carved up by 5 major crime families: Bonanno, Gambino, Colombo, Genovese, and Lucchese. The peace and structure division among these families were largely thanks to Lucky Luciano, who established a commission in 1935 to resolve disputes and manage territories. This commission was powerful enough to survive raids, arrests, and dismantlement attempts, a testament to its resilience. When authorities repeatedly failed to dismantle the mafia, they adopted a different strategy: infiltrate from within. The perfect candidate was a young FBI agent named Joe Pistone. With previous undercover experience busting car thieves, Pistone was ideal for this dangerous assignment. Fully aware that exposure meant certain death, he meticulously built his cover. In 1976, Pistone became Donnie Brasco, a jewel thief. He spent weeks training with a jeweler, mastering the trade to survive any mafia scrutiny. To protect his identity, all records of Pistone and his family, his wife and 3 children, were erased. Initially planned as a 6-month operation called Sun Apple, Donnie Brasco spent years carefully ingratiating himself into mafia circles, gaining their trust by delivering profits, which, unknown to the mafia, were funded by the FBI. Brasco first interacted with the violent Colombo family, but soon distanced himself due to their ruthless involvement in the drug trade. In 1977, Brasco met Anthony Mira of the Bonanno family, a pivotal moment. Mira introduced Brasco deeper into the mafia's nightlife and business operations. As Brasco moved closer to mafia boss Carmine Galante, the FBI tasked him with maintaining this critical connection. Yet, to become a full mafia member, Brasco needed to prove loyalty through murder, a step too far for Pistone and the FBI. Brasco instead solidified his standing by generating significant profits and acquiring valuable insights into mafia hierarchy. This intelligence revealed how lower-level members were kept ignorant of leadership identities, complicating law enforcement efforts to prosecute bosses. When Galante was assassinated in 1979, leadership struggles erupted, providing Brasco new infiltration opportunities. Amid the chaos, Brasco's mafia connections assigned him to open a club in Florida, a perfect surveillance opportunity for the FBI. Brasco managed club operations, helping federal agents to bug and monitor mafia interactions. His establishment gathered substantial evidence, incriminating numerous mafia members. Brasco's most critical relationship was with Sonny Black Napolitano, a high-ranking capo. Napolitano trusted Brasco implicitly, unknowingly endangering himself. After years of undercover work, Pistone faced a pivotal test: commit murder or flee. The FBI, unwilling to risk their agent, extracted Pistone abruptly. When the Mafia discovered Brasco's true identity, the consequences were deadly. Sonny Black and Anthony Mira were both executed as punishment for introducing Pistone into the family. After 6 intense years undercover, Pistone received a modest salary raise. Post-operation, Pistone feared retribution, constantly looking over his shoulder. Despite the risks, he publicly testified against the Mafia, contributing to over 200 indictments. Joe Pistone remains alive, his story famously depicted in his book, Donnie Brasco, My Undercover Life in the Mafia, and the 1997 film starring Johnny Depp. Operation Donnie Brasco stands out as one of the FBI's most daring and successful undercover operations, exposing the Mafia's inner workings like never before. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more fascinating tales of secret operations and hidden worlds, be sure to subscribe to the Project Obsidian channel. Stay tuned for more intriguing content.